All right, welcome to another episode of the Stickbow Country Podcast. Before we get a rolling here tonight, I want to just thank Mike Roberts, Sock Trail Archery, um, and A Boyer Broadheads, True North Arrows, Stickbow Country Custom Arrows, Selkirk North Trading Company, E Circle Archery. I normally don't name them all at once, but I'm like, Big Snow Finger Tabs. We got to spend time with him and H Coffee Company. Um, man, I got so many great people that are affiliated with this, and it just makes it so much fun. And yeah, tonight I got Kevin Bishop, a fellow Hoosier, and he's falling into the second time on the podcast on the list. So Kevin, it's good to get you back on here, and we we got to spend a couple days down at Whiskey City and catch
Mhm.
up a little bit. And of course, there's always one or two or three or four bows in his rack that I want to buy, but I got to figure out how to come up with the cash, and it hasn't been working out lately. But Kevin, how in the world you been, man?
I'm good, Mark. I appreciate you having me on again. It's been a pretty wild summer, and it ended up pretty good at Whiskey City. So, yeah, I appreciate the invite.
Yeah, well, let's start there.
Yeah,
What a great event. I that was there you go.
shout out.
Yeah, I should have had my Whiskey City hat on or something, but
Right.
what a great event. For
Hmm.
those that don't know anything about Whiskey City, Dave Schneider and his wife Carrie have this traditional archery club down in southern Indiana, and they do an annual shoot called the Classic, and some vendors and some food, and an unbelievable course through the woods. And I mean, what a great event.
Yep, sure is. I think what's it? This is fourth year, I think,
I think
and
so.
it's gotten. I've only been to the last two, so it's
Okay.
gotten bigger.
Yeah.
And, I wish I knew all of it. He's got a crew of guys that help him, and he couldn't do it without them. And I wish I knew all their names because, it takes a lot of work and effort for an event like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, hats off to Kerry and Dave and all his crew there. So it was the weather was perfect. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, the weather was beautiful. And, he's
Yeah.
got a beautiful place there. It's just a beautiful area of the state. You know
Yeah.
that. So, yeah, very, very privileged to be there and enjoy that and see a lot of old friends.
Yeah. That's what we were talking before we hit record about, just the hanging out with people that have become friends over the years. And I tell you, the longer I'm in this, I'm like, man, I just want to go and see, yourself and Dave and Carrie and, Jeff Evans and Chi Chi and Donnie Williams. And I mean, I can go on
Yep,
and on and on. And
yep,
yeah,
yep.
and have you, speaking of vendors, you
Mhm.
had your few tables of bows. Did you check out any of those big snow finger tabs?
I didn't. I hate to say that I didn't. I I mean, I've heard a lot of buzz about them, so that's
Hmm.
in fact, I think I might have even posted a picture of his display there, his table there
Oh
on
yeah,
Facebook. So, yeah, I didn't get over there,
yeah.
yeah.
Well,
I don't shop, I don't get to shop that much at the new vendor stuff, when I'm at these events. I just
yeah,
don't. So, and of course, I'm no secret. I'm a vintage guy, I'm old school. I still do things the way I did 35, 40 years ago. So, you know, I I mean, that's just how I am. I mean, I hunt like my uncles hunted, and
yeah,
we all still hunt the same. We still kill deer the same way. So,
yeah,
why change?
yeah. No, that's true. I don't know. I had a fun time just I wanted to shoot. I shot Friday, but I didn't shoot Saturday. I kind of wish I'd have shot Saturday. I don't know, we left about 4:30
Mhm.
Saturday afternoon, and I don't know. I kind of wish I would have shot because that course. was, I mean, I don't go to many shoots, but that course was, I don't know, you probably you didn't have a chance to walk
I
it.
didn't shoot it, no.
Oh my goodness. He had more, I don't know if you saw any pictures. One of the targets was a pig
Mhm.
hanging upside down. Did you see that?
I seen pictures of that, I
Yeah.
did.
Like it's
You
being
talking about
cooked.
under the spit like it's being cooked?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
It's just, and then he had another log at like or a big tree branch up at like I don't know, 45 or degrees. And at the way up in the air at the end of toward the end of this log was like I don't know, it was some kind of little critter that you could shoot at. And I took one look at that and said, there ain't no way. I ain't sending I ain't sending my arrow to the next county. Well, you could either do that one or you could do one on the ground. I chose
Yeah,
to do the one on the ground, but
yep.
oh man, it
Yeah, I
was
think it was the Mean Boys. They were talking about shooting that target that was way up there, and he said that he could still hear his arrow going. He said he said it just went on and on and on. You can hear it ricocheting for seemed like minutes, he said.
yeah. Uh,
Yep. It's just a fun shoot, it's just fun people, fun
yeah.
shoot. Sense of humor goes a long way at a shoot, and
Yeah.
especially on a course. And the way you said it, it just makes for fun. Good times, fun, and memories, man, and that's really what it all boils down to.
Yeah. We shot with my wife and I went with Jeff Evans, his wife Chi Chi and Donnie, and man, what a hoot that was. Those
Yep.
guys were, I mean, we were taking pictures, like I don't know, they had a grizzly bear. We're all like jumping on this grizzly bear and acting goofy, and it's just so much fun, man. And I want to start camping though at these events. I want to start. I mean, I got an old tent, but
That's alright, as
I
long as it
want,
keeps the water out.
well, right. I need to put it up in the backyard and get the hose out, right? And see if
Yep.
but I don't know, something about being there because we were staying about 20, 25 minutes away. And what we didn't expect was we had no cell service there.
Oh,
So when we got there Friday, like lunchtime,
mhm.
well, we had to check in the hotel between 3 and 8 p.m. So we thought we'd go. So at like 5 or whatever, we went to go to the hotel. Well, I don't know where this place is. Well, I got no cell service. So we were like, I said, well, I think it's west of here. I should have been a little more, at least knew about, is it west? Is it north? And we started going west, and after a couple miles, oh, I got a couple bars, and then we were able to um, get there, and then we checked in, and we went and grabbed something to eat, and then we came back at night for sit around the fire and watch people be goofy and have a good time, and
Yeah, you can count on Jeff and Donnie to provide plenty of that.
right.
Yep, yep.
No, and all the raffles they had. Did you see that?
Well, I won 2 of them.
You did? What'd you
I
win?
did. I won 2 of those Jack Paloo prints. So,
Hmm.
I mean, I bought a pile of tickets too,
Yeah.
but I like them raffles, and I like adding stuff to my collection like that, and it goes to a good cause too, so,
Yeah.
yeah, he had some pretty good raffle items.
He did.
Yep. I never did find out who won the bow. I bought one of the cards for the bow, so I don't know.
What bow was it? Was it?
Oh, man, I can't remember now. I can't even remember.
Yeah.
It was a nice custom bow.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't even know, but
Yeah.
I'll find out. Dave will probably post it somewhere, or they probably claimed it there.
Yeah. No, those raffles, man, they had some cool. Oh, here. This is what I wanted to.
Did you win something? Oh, you won that bow tube. I put a bunch of tickets in on that.
I know. I was like, what?
Yeah, that's a
It,
good
it,
travel case.
you could drive a bulldozer over that thing.
Oh, yeah.
It's got some weight behind it, so I'm
Yeah,
hoping
that's
to
nice.
use
And you can
that
put a
for
couple bows in it, you
right.
can put a couple
Exactly.
longbows in it.
I need one of those zebra wood grizzlies is what I need.
Well, I sold one of them over the weekend.
The good one, or you had one
I
that,
s I sold the good one, the one with no hose.
well, it wasn't
Yep.
meant to be, I guess.
No, but hey, they there'll be another one. There'll be another one.
Right?
Yep.
I don't know. It's such a unique. I got a couple grizzlies that are just the standard. I don't know what kind of wood the standard older grizzlies are,
Right, right.
but I really like that zebra wood. That zebra wood is cool looking. Um,
Yep,
so Whiskey City was good. I'm gonna
yep,
definitely go down there again next year. I think I'm gonna try to camp and just, yeah, maybe even spend 2 nights there. We'll see.
yep, yep, yep. I sold a pile of bows and bought a pile of bows. I mean, it was surprising. It was good. It was a really, really good shoot.
That's
So
unbelievable because I mean, how many vendors were there? Maybe 10 or 12? I don't even know.
yeah, say 10 or 12. Yeah.
Like that?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, that was the first time I met Travis.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah, I had never met him.
He's my camping partner.
Yeah,
Him and I, we camped at every shoot this past spring and summer.
really?
Yep. So him and I and another buddy and his camper, we all share a camper and hang out, and Travis is he's like a brother from another mother for me.
Yeah.
And we hit it off right from the get go too. So
Okay.
I didn't know him. I really didn't know him up until a year or two ago, and then now we chat about every day.
Really? That's so
So
cool.
and he's doing so well with that business, and he's got it rolling, and he knows how to take care of people,
Yeah.
and he's growing it fast.
Well, he's got a business for those that don't know called, was it Stickbow Supplies?
Yes. Hmm.
And he's got a trailer, and my wife and I were really impressed with how he had stuff on all three walls that you as the customer can just walk in, look at everything from feathers to who know anything practically. And then he had a bunch of stuff set up outside.
Hmm.
And yeah, what a personable guy too. We chatted for quite a long time, and I'm gonna have to get him on here and
Oh, he'd be a good. He could talk. You talking about a guy? I mean, he could talk elk hunting. I mean, he's elk
mm,
hunted every year for 30 years plus. I don't know. He knows his elk.
where does
So
he go?
he goes all over. He sends in for draws to about every state that's got elk hunting.
Okay.
So Travis is a wealth of knowledge on that. Yep.
Yeah,
But yeah, he's something else. He's funny too now.
yeah.
He and now I don't yeah, I don't mean to drop names when we talk. I just know all these people, when you're a dealer and you've been in the
Yeah.
game so long, you just know so many people. And I like to give people credit for things. I like for people to get credit for stuff, and so don't take it wrong if I drop a name here or there, because I'll do that.
Yeah, no, I don't mind that at all.
Hmm.
I and then see another vendor that I have never spoken to again till this shoot was Teresa Asbell. I had
Hmm.
never talked to her, and what a sweet gal she is. And my wife sat with her for like an hour or two and just do what mothers do, right? Talk about kids and grandkids and all that cool stuff. And
Yep.
boy, what a nice, my wife bought a beautiful handbag. And I mean, my wife was just tickled. It was just so cool. And like I always say, and I know I say this repeatedly, but how much fun is it to just support people that you know?
Sure. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, Teresa specifically, she holds a pretty special place in my heart because of my relationship with her and Fred, and but she's there again. I mean, boy, she's a hustler now. I mean, she's everywhere, and she's a hard worker, and she's got quality product,
Yeah,
and but yeah, it's the same thing we keep coming back to. It's the people,
yeah,
and um yeah, it's just a good traditional archery's got a special group of people for sure. I'm in a lot of different worlds because I mean, you wouldn't believe the stuff I get into every weekend. It's just kind of mind blowing.
hmm,
The variety that's in my life, and yeah, I mean, it's you see a lot of the same trends no matter what world I shift into, and then
yeah,
you see a lot of different personalities, and conflict and turmoil. It's different, but by and large, the people in traditional archery are just good, down home, wholesome people.
Well, I was talking to Alex from Big Snow Finger Tabs, and
Hmm.
he was telling me, that he was trying to get some wood arrows to fly, and he wasn't having any luck getting his wood arrows to fly. So again, another first guy Tom I met was the guy with all the arrows there.
Dink, that's Dink, yeah,
Pink, yeah.
salt of the earth guy.
Oh my word. I'm
Oh,
like, why haven't I met this guy before? I
oh,
said, I mean, you just looked at his saw and his chop saw, and you just knew this guy's been doing this since Noah landed on the mountain. I mean, it was like so cool. And so uh Alex from Big Snow, he's like talking to Dink, and man, he cut one of the arrows down. He put a field point on it. I just was hanging out with Alex a little. So we walked out to the range, and dude, they were just like boom, boom,
yep,
boom. So he got, I think, five more, or maybe he got a dozen. I'm not sure. And I was just so happy that he got some woods to fly good. But man, that guy had, yeah, what a great guy.
yep. Well, I got there Friday morning early. I mean, I'm like 7 o'clock, and I didn't stop anywhere, and I didn't have no coffee. I'm a coffee drinker, and
Hmm.
as soon as I pull up, Travis is right there meeting me at the door at the window, and I says, "Dude, this is do they got some coffee or something here?" And then Dink overheard me, and Dink says, "I got you coming right up." So he fixed me up with a cup of coffee, and just that kind of guy.
Yeah,
So yeah, it's just such fun, man. Just I love it. Love the people.
yeah. The only guy I didn't talk to, well, one of the guys I didn't talk to was the guy with the silencers. Those puff puff balls,
Yeah, yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Yeah, I
I
didn't
didn't get the
even.
chance to talk to him either.
Yeah, he was right there across from Circle E, and I felt kind of bad. I would like to get him on here too, because they say his silencers are really nice. So
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, any of them guys would be good.
yeah, and of
Yeah,
course,
Dink would probably be he's such an amiable guy, and he's man, you talking about it, the guy that knows arrows. He'd be
oh
a good yeah, he'd be a good one
well,
to
I
talk with.
love talking to guys that have been doing it for a long time because you can learn so much. And
Right,
uh,
right.
I
Yep.
had Jaron Bushong on, and I was I shared bear camp with him. He's a young guy from Central Michigan,
Mhm.
and he took over the ILF part of Bivouac Bows.
Okay.
And so being in bear camp with Jaron, and of course with Mike Roberts, it was so cool to see Jaron in the evening sitting with Mike and just absorbing, getting pointers, and I think that's just wise, a guy that's been building bows for that long. Why wouldn't you, you know, take some pointers and stuff? But
Absolutely. Yep. 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 Mike's a wealth of knowledge for sure.
yeah, and his man, his target bow is just screaming right now.
Mhm.
That ascend, and so yeah, that's good stuff. Now, you're obviously in the bow world with traditional junk. What's the year been like for you with that?
Oh, great. I mean, the website, traditionaljunk.com it's one word when I tell people, so it's
Hmm.
traditional junk's like one word and then .com, but it's been great. I'm only in my second year with the website.
Oh,
So, what I'm learning is that there are certain times of the year that I can't upload new inventory. So, let's see here. Do you still see me okay?
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I just got a notification my battery's low and I had it charged up pretty good. So, um yeah, so what happens is that there's, like during the summer months I'm busy at shoots and stuff like that. And then hunting season I might upload stuff if the weather's bad or something, and then come the 1st of January, I'm focusing on the show and TCATs, and then so I'm trying to work out the best times of the year for me to upload new inventory.
Yeah.
So it's not like eBay where you could just upload a bunch of stuff and schedule it and dump it all at once. So I have to kind of do them one at a time. And then what I like to do is just do like 12 or 15 bows at a time and then put them all out there.
Mm.
So and then I need to start focusing more on accessories and books and paper and stuff like that. I got so much of that stuff.
Wow.
So yeah, so I'm trying to work out the kinks as far as when is the best time for me to upload inventory.
Yeah.
So during the spring and summer, my inventory changes so much because I'm going to and from shoots constantly.
Yeah.
So now, like after this shoot here, I bought 25 bows over the weekend. Now after this shoot, I won't I won't be at any more events until till the show in
Yeah.
January. So now my focus is going to be trying to get some more stuff uploaded um, between now and then. And then after TCATs that spring or that winter, I can hammer it pretty hard.
Yeah.
Um, so it's just kind of I just kind of got to do it when I can. I mean, there's still 200 bows or more on there, at least 250 bows on there. But
Wow.
the thing is I just need to um, and then I have it's tough for me to keep it maintenance.
Yeah.
And I have help with that. So I need to catch up on the maintenance part of it too. But
Did you build your own website, Kevin?
no, no, I had help. Todd Smith helped me, and then I had a girl down here at church help me, um, and then I kind of assumed it, and then I can operate it and I can do some things to it. There's some things that are just a little bit out of my realm. But,
Yeah.
by and large, I can maneuver through it pretty well as far as you know, changing things on the website, or editing things.
Yeah.
So, but I've got, Robin Conrad helps me with it too. She's pretty savvy. I mean, that's all she does. So
Yeah.
she helps me out with that, and then, um, yeah, I mean, it's going well. Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong. I'm very pleased and happy. In fact, I'm surprised how well it has done, and the feedback's been just 100% positive and super. I haven't had any bad issues.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm pretty square. I'm pretty to the point about descriptions and condition, and I'm very punctual about shipping. And then guys know they can contact me if there's an issue. I take trades. Um, like if it's a high dollar bow, guys can call me and we'll wheel and deal a little bit. I'll
Yeah.
I'll dicker a little bit. I offer free shipping, so the
Okay.
price you see on the website is the total price you pay, other than your state excise tax.
Yeah.
So, and I don't have anything to do with that; it's out of my control.
Right.
So, yeah, it's going good. I shipped the bow out today. I mean, I'm averaging 1 to 2 bows a week.
Okay.
So,
Um,
yeah, I mean, I go through a lot of bows. So,
yeah.
yeah.
That's well, the reason I asked you if you built your website, I would like to do that this winter, build a website for my arrows. And
Mhm.
it's funny, I've asked quite a few people what company to use, and almost
Uh-huh.
every person I've asked, I've got a different answer.
I'm Oh, well, my engine is GoDaddy.
Okay. I just got a GoDaddy. I think Teresa Asbell uses
Yep,
GoDaddy.
yep,
And I've heard of Wix is another one.
yep.
Spotify. Um, yeah, and I'm sure they all have their pros and cons, right?
They do. Yeah, yeah. I've been happy with GoDaddy.
Yeah, have you?
So
Okay.
yeah, I've been and Teresa and I talk about that pretty regularly. So yeah, it's been pretty good.
Yeah,
Um, I just it's just a matter of finding somebody that can help you if you need the help.
yeah. Well, see, one thing I wouldn't have is I wouldn't have the quantity that you do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Yep.
in fact, I was joking with Alex from Big Snow. I said, as a vendor, I said, you've got it made. I said, you bring a Rubbermaid container and you're done. You got like mountains of bows, right?
Oh, it's a pain in the butt. Yeah, it is. It is. I was thinking about that over the weekend about them guys that's bringing tabs and
Yeah,
silencers. Man, they got it. You got it. They got it licked. You're right.
right. In fact, he did. He turned around. He was sitting at his table and he's like, "Yeah, that's the Rubbermaid container. That's it. Everything fits in there." I'm like, "Oh man, guys are jealous." I mean, look at like Asbel Wool at these big shoots. He's got more tables than, oh my word. And
Yep. Yep.
yeah.
A lot of work. It sure is a
Oh,
lot of work.
I mean, those blankets she had. I wanted to
Hmm.
buy one so bad, but I had to show a little bit of control. But the blankets that she had were just beautiful.
Oh
And
yeah. Yep.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's been
She's got some beautiful quality stuff for sure.
yeah. So now, so you're done with shows until the Kalamazoo.
Yep. Yep. Sure am. So I kind of switch gears into focusing on hunting season now, and I mean I do a few other things, but not archery related. But I'm pretty well done with shows until January.
That did
Yeah,
you go to ETAR?
I did. I did. It was my first time at ETAR. Boy, that was crazy, dude. Because so the short of that, everybody's always asked me, well, how come you don't go to ETAR? How come you don't, and the big, I'll tell you, I'll just be blunt about it. As big as the trade blanket they say it is. I mean, they say it's huge. I knew that I couldn't go there unless I had a big pocket full of money.
Yeah,
And I didn't have I can't go to an event like that with that many bows and that much stuff. I wanna buy, man, that's what I'm
yeah,
there to do, and
right.
I couldn't so I chose not to go if I didn't have enough money to go with, and I'm
Oh,
not
right.
going with a small amount of money, so
Yeah.
I'll just plan in advance this year, and things have gotten better for us, and so I thought, well, I can go this year. And a lot of it had to do with scheduling and vacation time and all that stuff before, not so
Okay.
much now because I'm self-employed. But so I made the trip, and it was everything they said it was. And I think I bought how many bows did I buy? I think I bought like 42 or 45 bows, something like that. And I sold a few bows
Yeah.
because I was set up with a friend, and so I sold a few, but it I'll get there even earlier next year. I think I got there on Tuesday night. Yeah, so I'll get there even earlier this year. So yeah, what blew my mind was how much stuff was in the campground. I mean, there was 1,000 bows there, maybe more. Used bows. Have you
Wow.
been?
No, Mike Roberts gave me the ladies. Is it Celeste?
Yes. Yeah, she's a
And
dealer, vendor,
yeah,
note.
so
Yeah.
because Mike's like, dude, because he lives 40 miles west of me, and he's like, dude, if you can get in, he says, I'll scoop you up and you can ride with me. And so I'm thinking of doing that next year. But I need to follow up. But I left her a voicemail, but I didn't hear back from her. But now, were you in the tent or were you outside
No,
or?
I was outside with another vendor.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
And did you tent camp or did you stay at a Airbnb or what?
no, I stayed in dude, I'm spoiled rotten, man. I had my buddy Jerry has a brand new camper, big 30-foot camper. We stayed in his camper all weekend,
Oh,
and
nice.
I mean, man, I it was funny because I had started a diet like the month prior to that, like 3 or 4 weeks prior to that, and I'd lost like 10 or 12 pounds. And the day that I got up to ETAR, this is no joke. My weight was the lowest it had been in, I don't know, 3 or 4 or 5 years, maybe
Yeah.
more. And I mean, I'm talking within the first hour of me, you know where I'm going. The first hour of me being there, I had already fallen off the wagon. I mean, people were shoving food in my face. I mean, I ate bear, I ate mule deer, I ate whitetail, I ate elk, and I don't turn anything down.
Yeah, right.
I don't turn it down. So Yeah, it was awesome, man. It was just the just the just the camps and like I think we were camped right across from Eric McKee, Great Northern,
Oh yeah.
and Mike Roberts and them guys were right in there too. So we every night we had we hung around together at campfire.
Oh,
So
nice.
yeah, it was pretty cool, man. I mean, and then Wenzel's would come over and hang out with us at night and and tell stories and yeah, it was it was a glorious time, man. So yeah, I'll be back
Okay.
for sure.
Well,
I'll be
well,
back.
yeah.
I'll be more prepared. Well, I was pretty prepared, but I'll be more prepared. Yep.
Yeah, I need to do that. So you left on a Tuesday.
Tuesday morning early, and then I got it. So it's like a 10-hour drive for me, I think, 10 and a half.
Yeah.
It's going to probably be the same for you,
Yeah.
I'm guessing.
And then when
Yeah.
did you come home? Sunday?
Well, actually, I came home Saturday evening. I drove through the night. I probably shouldn't have done. In hindsight, I should have stayed one more night.
Yeah.
But my buddy Jerry left Saturday morning, so I didn't really have a place to stay Saturday night, and I didn't wanna ask anybody, and I didn't have a tent, so I just thought, "Well, I'll just drive through. If I get tired, I'll stop and take a nap," and that's what I
Yeah.
did. Yep. I got home, I think, at 5 or 5:30 that Sunday morning.
Oh my
Yep,
word. With
yep.
all kinds of bows and
Yeah, it was insane.
so did you
Yeah.
find anything that was extraordinary?
I found some good stuff. Yeah, I did.
Okay.
So I found a Herder's Utopian, which is pretty rare bow. It's a 72-inch bow, and it's just it's a rare herder's bow. It's a target bow,
Yeah.
and I found a Howard Hill recurve. They only made those 1 year. It's a 50s era bow.
Okay.
Um, I found a real nice Hoyt bow. I found a Hoyt Pro Hunter, clean as a pin. I found that's a 60s bow. I found um, let's see, what else did I find? Oh, I found a really rare, Howitt, I think it was a Palomar target bow,
Mm,
early '60s bow. Um, yeah, I mean, I found some pretty rare stuff. I mean, I found but by and large, I mean, most of the stuff I found a couple weird target bows. I like weird stuff, but,
yeah.
by and large, it was mostly common stuff. So,
Okay.
yeah, but yeah, it was good. I mean, I enjoyed it and enjoyed meeting. I mean, I met some people up there I'd never met before, and then they ended up Joe Flickama. He come down from I think he's Pennsylvania or New York. I can't remember, and he came down to the Whiskey City shoot.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so him and I've gotten to be friends, and so I met a lot because I don't see those people because I never go up east, and they don't come out to the
Yeah.
Midwest. A lot of them do,
Yeah.
but most of them don't. So, yeah, I made a lot of good connections. It was I'll be back. I'll be back for sure.
Yeah. I want to get out there. And Mike Roberts told me, he's like, man, he says, if you have his opinion was if you go for me for arrows, he said, dude, if you go there with 10 dozen arrows that look really, really, catch people's eye, he said, dude, that stuff will fly out there like you wouldn't believe. He says,
Mhm.
in his opinion, people just spend money at it's isn't it one of the biggest in the country?
Well, they say it's the biggest.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the biggest. So, I heard
Wow.
differing numbers on how many people showed up, but yeah, it's the biggest for sure.
Hmm.
Now, I suspect Compton's gonna grow even more after this move. So,
Yeah. Well, that's
yeah.
that's the other thing. I mean, you've been in this for a while, and would it be better for me just to go to Compton if I get in at Compton or
Um, well, it depends.
yeah,
A lot of it depends on how much competition you got there, because there's a lot of guys, there's well, you're making woodies, right?
yeah,
So it just depends. It depends on how many people's making wood arrows and also affordability. But there's a lot more people at ETAR. Plus, you're hitting
yeah.
a whole different segment of the country. So
Right.
if I were, I don't know. I hate to. I mean, I'm a Compton loyalist, but so
Yeah.
I'd say go to both.
Yeah.
If you can make it work, go to both. Yeah.
Yeah, what started doing
In
is,
Cloverdale, I mean, heck, you got Cloverdale's what, 3 hours from you? Not even 2.5,
yeah.
because you'll have Cloverdale and Compton back to back. So I suspect that a lot of vendors are going to stay right there because they're only an
Oh,
hour
yeah.
apart. Yeah, so
Right.
they'll go from one shoot to the other shoot.
And then there's the Tennessee Classic. They say that's a pretty good one.
It is. That's one of my favorite shoots too. But Indiana's going to be ground zero next year because you got the PBS banquet also going on in Indianapolis.
Yeah, that's right.
So it's everything's going to be happening right here at home for us, next year. So and then Dave shoot. I think Dave shoot's gonna be even bigger next year.
Yeah, yeah.
Whiskey
I
City
would.
shoot.
I guess I'm just going to have to sit down, once the snow starts flying and figure out what, which one to do or because what I'm starting to do is when I get an order for a dozen arrows, I'll also build a dozen to put on the shelf, if you will,
Right.
and then get another order, also build a dozen on top of that one. And then hopefully by, next spring, I can have, you don't want to show up with, just a few dozen. You want to have a table full if you could.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I need to do that. And that's what I'm going to strive for. But I really want to build a website. I mean, all these things are in my head that I want to do, and I just got to make it happen. And maybe I should just not work anymore and just build arrows. But yeah,
Yeah, but you might have to couple that with something else. I don't know if you're
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
you could do arrows full time,
Right.
I can't do archery full time or shows or the website full time. I mean, as
Yeah,
much as I want it to be, I have to supplement with other things. So that's why I've got other interests and other ways of income. So
yeah.
yeah.
No, there's a lot of good shows and but yeah, maybe I'll do Whiskey City and Etar or something. I don't know. We'll see. And then of course you got hunting trips in there or other, family vacations and
Right.
um we went to Branson, Missouri this summer. We've been going down there for 30 some years and we always go in the summer.
Yep.
Well, it's always about 112 degrees every day and
Mhm.
our kids are grown and so we're talking about doing either a spring or a fall so you can actually enjoy uh we were staying, my in-laws have a membership to a campground down there. And when I say campground, everybody's got like a 35-foot, either fifth wheel. I mean,
Right.
it's big stuff. Well, then they have these what they call park models. They're basically little vinyl boxes that we stay in. And Kevin, I'm sitting there at night at 9:30 at night, and it's so hot. I'm just trying to sit out on the deck and read. And I'm like, I'm not even enjoying sitting outside at night reading. It's so hot. So
Mhm.
we're gonna do it spring or fall, I think, next year. So
Yep.
I don't know.
Yep.
It's been
I've
with a
never been
hot.
to Branson.
No?
No, been to
Oh,
Gatlinburg. Everybody around here goes to Gatlinburg.
it's just like that. It's got the go-kart tracks and the ice cream store, t-shirt, it just tourist place. But
Sure, sure.
um,
Yep, yep.
yeah, so we'll see.
Right,
Um,
right.
what are your plans for hunting this year? You gonna just chase whitetails and
Yeah, yep. That's it. That's all my plans are. I mean, I've talked to Travis actually and Jerry about maybe doing something after January. We've been kicking around some things like maybe a javelina hunt or something like that. Or I'd like to get in a spring bear hunt. You and
yeah,
I've talked about that. Um, that's really all I've got going on, just deer hunting. I hunt pretty hard. I mean, you know, hunting is if I gave up archery or gave up wheeling and dealing and hustling and collecting and all that stuff, I'd still hunt.
yeah,
So it's just that's what I live to do.
yeah,
And so yeah, I mean, I hunt pretty hard. I just talked to the farmer yesterday, and he said he shot 3 shooter bucks, and I don't have cameras out. I don't do that, and
yeah,
not that there's anything wrong with it. It's just, I mean, everything. I mean, I'm down there enough, and I see those deer enough, and the 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 way I've always done it has always worked for me.
yeah.
So Yeah, so I enjoyed doing it the way I do it. So
Now, do you hunt mostly private or a little bit of both and
no,
public
it's
or?
all private.
Okay.
Yeah, all private. I don't hunt any public ground at all.
Yeah,
I'm
that's,
blessed. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I just my best friend who's my hunting partner. We were just talking about that today. I hunted a farm for 25 years, and I had it all to myself. And a neighbor would occasionally gun hunt it every year, but he'd kill out opening morning.
yeah, right?
So and I had it pretty much to myself. Pretty good hunting. I killed some pretty good deer there, and I live in the river bottoms, and it was a river bottom property.
Yeah.
So I lost that farm, and lo and behold, the good Lord blessed me with an even better place. So
Wow.
better people, better place, and just, I mean, I'm just truly blessed.
That's awesome, man. How many
Yes.
acres you got or
About 120 acres. Um, yeah, roughly about 120 acres. So, and then there's other properties I could hunt if I wanted to, but man, I like being down there. I mean, it's just it's become I've been hunting now for I guess close to 10 years. And it's where my son killed his first deer, killed his first turkey. It's where I proposed to my wife. I've killed a pile of deer and turkey down there, and there's a lot of other reasons why it's extremely sentimental to me. We're
yeah.
very close to the farmers that own it. Um, and It's a very historical area.
Okay.
I mean, boy, I could write a book just about that itself, but it's also river bottom property. It's on the Ohio River.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah, it's just it's paradise. It is a
Uh,
paradise. Yeah, I'm
um,
lucky, man. I am.
that's
I got it made. Plus, I keep a camper down there. He lets me keep a camper on his farm. I keep a camper down there. It's been parked down there for years.
ah.
So, yeah, I mean, it's a sweet deal. I'm just so thankful for that family.
Oh, that's yeah. After I lost my private property, but well, in what 2010, I mean, I've had a few spots here and there, but it's just
So
yeah,
you're
it's
hunting
just
mostly public ground now?
not well. No, I got a guy from my church that's got 10 acres, but it's literally it's literally surrounded by businesses, and it's a 10-acre plot. And on one, it's a long, narrow strip of woods, and on the one side, it's the railroad tracks. And there's deer in there. I had a few does close by last year, mid-October, but it was so warm out, I was lazy. I'm like, I'm not shooting one. It's too warm. And then come, oh, late November, I didn't see anything. One guy did shoot. One guy hunts there in the morning, and I can only hunt the evenings. He shot a nice 8 pointer in the morning, but it's one of those places. If you shoot a deer, I mean, it's not a guarantee, but man, I don't know. It's just me. I'm a little uneasy being there.
Well, you're worried about the deer going over on another property or out in a business property
Yeah,
or
I mean,
something.
there's an apartment building there.
Right.
There's like a restaurant there, and I'm like, man. So I don't even know if truthfully, I don't even know if I'm gonna hunt it this year. I got a couple places to go, Western New York for 4 or 5 days, and I might even run down by Jeff Evans for a few days. Um, I might just do that. And I don't know, there's something about sitting on a piece of property and you're just kind of,
Yeah.
it just kind of takes the fun out of it. But a buddy of mine, he just got access to two spots about an hour from me, Stark County, I think it is, an 80-acre plot and a 40-acre plot. And he got to know this guy, and he's quite old. So he gave both of those plots to my buddy. My buddy hasn't deer hunted for, oh man, long time. But
Mhm.
he went and
Mhm.
looked at the property Saturday with this gentleman, and he's
Mhm.
like, Mark, he said, I was drooling on both plots. And they kicked up a covey of quail.
Oh man, you don't see that much anymore.
Right. And the 80 acre one, I think, has got quite a few turkeys that go through there. So of course my buddy's like, as he's going out looking at all this property, he says, "Hey, I got a buddy that likes to deer hunt." He's like, "Well, let's just see how this year goes, you know." And so who knows? Maybe next year
Get you in there.
get me in there and because I don't know about you, but my hat's off to guys that hunt just public land. I really they're bigger guys than me because there's a big public land about an hour south of here that I was in there right out of high school and it was just kind of a circus. And I'm like, you drive all the way there, you got to check in, right? You got
Yep.
to get out there
Yep.
super early, get to your parking garage spot. I don't know. It's just,
Yeah, it's a rigmarole.
yeah, that's a
Yep.
good way to put it.
Yeah, that's the way it was. We used to hunt Fort Knox. It was like that.
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, we hunted it very, very hard and faithfully for years and years, my uncles especially. And
yeah.
it was like that. But boy, the deer hunting was fantastic, man.
Was
It was,
it?
oh man. Yeah, it was killer deer hunting over there.
Huh.
Yeah. But same thing, you got to get draw too, at Knox. So, yeah, I mean, some public ground, that's tough hunting, man. You're
Yeah,
right. Hats off to them guys.
yeah. No, it's so I don't
Yep.
know. The guy in New York, he texted me a week or so ago and he says, "Well, Mark, he's got a family cabin that is right along some huge public land." And he's like, "I did some scouting and I could not find an acorn." So he says, "I got a few other spots I'm going to check." He says, "If I don't see acorns," he says, "there's no reason for you to come out here." So um, I'll
Yep.
wait to hear from him. And
Right.
um, but
Well, I hate that you're going into the season kind of uncertain about what you're going to do.
yeah,
Man, that's a
yeah,
bummer.
it is kind of a bummer. But
You need to be hitting them people up at church a little bit harder.
you know, we
That buddy of mine, he's a preacher, and he ain't shy about it. He'll ask around, and he's gotten on some properties now.
yeah. Well,
Yeah,
being a house painter, I was at a job site in a lot of woods, big, huge house. So I was actually helping my brother, who's also a painter, that week, and I says, "Hey, do you know if this guy is would allow me to deer hunt?" He goes, "Don't even bring it up." He says, "There's no way it's going to happen." So I do. If I get on a piece of property that's got some woods on it, I mean, it's not the first thing I say. You got to try to,
oh, you gotta work your way in there.
right?
Yep,
But I usually do that quite a bit if the opportunity presents itself. But
sure. Yep.
I don't know. We'll see. But
You gonna go bear hunting this coming spring, next spring?
I'm hoping to get in on that. I felt bad for Mike because I he had me in for this spring and I pulled the rug out about 2 months prior because work was really slow and that whole game. But
Yeah,
um, that's just a really neat place, man. We'll get you up there one of these days too.
I'd
And
love to. I'd
it's
love
just
to.
it's just so much. It's just so reasonable and um, well, and yeah, you get guys like Jeff Evans and I mean, how can you not have a good time? So.
Right, right.
Have you bear hunted before?
I have. Yep.
Okay.
Idaho. Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep. That was
it's fun. It's I don't know. I miss the whitetail woods though. I mean, all those years I had my aunt's property, uh, 50 acres, a lot of hardwoods. Two sides were of the property were a forest preserve. I mean, it was like a zoo. It really was.
sure.
Now, knowing what I know now, man, I would love to get back on there, but yeah,
You
it is
can't get
what
in there now?
I've asked my uncle and aunt or my uncle the last 2 years.
Yep.
He's shut the door, so I didn't ask him this year. I thought, let's let that breathe a little bit.
Sure. Yep.
It's
Yep.
funny, out of all my uncles and aunts, I think if it was any of them other than him, I'd be on that property. But it is what it is. It's their property, you got to respect that.
Mhm.
And I had 15 years out there, so um, Yeah. So what's your setup gonna be? What are you taking? I mean, you got all these bows. What do you got to take out in the woods with you?
I got it right here.
Oh, yeah, some bow candy here.
Can you see it? This is my
Ooh.
new Brandon Stahlbow.
Oh, I saw one of those at Whiskey City.
Yep, it was Rick Rourke's bow. Hmm.
Oh, look
Yep.
at that. What's the specs on that thing?
So I dropped down in weight on this one. Because I still shoot. So this one's 48 at 60. I mean
Okay.
48 gee whiz. 48 pounds, 60 inch. But
Right.
the reason that's not the weight I shoot, man. I still shoot um I mean, I'm still shooting my longbow that I've been shooting for 40 years. That's 57 pound. I still shoot heavyweight bows, but
Really?
I had that. Brandon made me that bow, and I specifically chose to go down lower and weight on it so I could hunt with it for many years.
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna hunt with that this season, and because I'm one of those I can alternate between longbow and recurve pretty well.
Okay.
'Cause I shoot because my number one bow is a 68-inch longbow. So,
68. Okay.
yep, yep. Old Robertson Mystical longbow.
Yeah.
So, I think I'm gonna hunt with that bow this year, and it's tough choice, man. I got all these old bows, and I'm kind of, I love bighorn bows. I mean, that's always a tough choice. Old bighorn bows, and I've got a pile of those, um, But I just thought, I thought I'd try hunting with this bow here this year. It's gonna be the adjustment's gonna be the weight because 'cause I'm so used to shooting heavy weight,
Yeah.
and it's just gonna feel like a kid bow to me, and it
Right.
does anyway, but it's spits them out there, man. It's plenty fast enough, so
Now, where is Brandon at?
Brandon's in Ohio, Northern Ohio.
Okay.
Yep.
I mean, I had never heard of him before and got a little lesson from Rick Rourke at Whiskey City, and I mean, it looked like an absolute beauty. Now, what's your arrow setup going to be for that thing, you know?
Well, I still shoot wood. I
All
always
right.
have and I always will. So, um I have friends that make me arrows. So, in all my collecting over the years, I've managed to stumble across piles of from time to time old forge wood shafts. A lot of people call them forge woods or sweetlands or battle shafts. And what it is a compressed cedar shaft. It's compressed from 2364 down to either 5/16 or 11/32. So they're heavy shafts. They're
Yeah.
heavy and they're pretty much indestructible. Well, I've been exclusively hunting with those arrows for probably 10 to 15 years.
Wow.
So, it's not something you can go out and find and buy anywhere.
Yeah.
I that's my thing. And then I hunt with I like a long feather, man. I like a 5 3/4 inch shield cut feather. I like a
Oh,
long feather,
yeah.
low shield, and then I usually shoot either a big Magnus or a big Zwickey 2 blade. That's my number one heads.
I love it.
Yep.
Big old
Yep.
wood arrows, big old feathers, and now what's
Yep.
your what's your sharpening technique for your two blades?
Well, I use a file. I use a mill bastard file just to knock off the factory ground.
Yeah.
And I'll file it down pretty good, and then once I get it, I mean, pretty close with the file, 'cause I can get them pretty close with file. Then I'll stone them.
Okay.
And I might even use 2 different kind of stones, and then I'll use a really fine sandpaper, almost like a wet sandpaper,
Yeah.
and then after that, it's gonna shave hair, and then I strop it. I use
Yeah.
leather. So I mean, I keep my stuff tight, but yeah, that's pretty much. I mean, occasionally I'll shoot like a woodsman, three
Yeah.
blade head or a snuffer, vintage. I'm all vintage. So, and I have killed deer with razor heads. I mean, they're still hard to beat. Oh, razor
Yeah,
heads.
right.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So yeah, that's pretty much my setup. And my arrows are about 28.5 inches long. So I mean, I crank her back there, still pretty decent, but um in Yeah, I mean, that'll be my and then I use a Great Northern quiver. Great Northern's been my number 1 quiver for
Yeah.
decades and decades. If I'm not using, like an old bear quiver, because I got a couple takedown setups that I'll use an old
Okay.
bear quiver on.
Have
Yeah,
you
but,
have,
Great Northern's my number 1 choice.
have you used the steamboat sharpener at all?
No, I haven't. No, tell me about
Oh,
that.
I I've always, well, I make it sound like I've been doing this forever, but I couldn't. I was never taught with a file, so I was probably doing something wrong. I went to those sticks and it was like a light bulb came on. And I mean, what amazes me about those sticks is how quickly you get an edge on them. Now, I will say, I guess you've been using A Boyer heads or Ace. So I think the A Boyer are pretty stinking sharp to begin with. So I
Yeah,
should say that.
real good
But
head.
man, I'll tell you what, I've been really impressed with those sticks. And yeah, everybody's got their go-to, right? And if it
Right,
works for you, stick with it, right?
right.
And
Yep,
there's so
yep.
many different heads out there. I mean, I remember when I first got into this, I think I bought some Zwickies. Dude, I couldn't have got them things sharp enough to cut a stick of butter. I couldn't do it. I was like, I kept hearing all this shaving sharp. I'm like, man, I can't even hardly cut myself, much less, but
Yeah,
you
you'll get
learn
it
it.
down.
Yeah. You just,
Yeah, you'll get it. Well, them sharpening systems are sure a big plus for sure.
yeah. Yeah.
But I was taught by my uncles
Yeah.
and people, and and like I said, it still works just fine for me, and I kill deer every year, so I ain't gonna change. So,
Yeah. I still want to get, who was I? I was texting somebody today. I want to get a bear takedown, a nice,
mhm,
clean bear takedown. I've never owned one, but I shot one at Compton this year. Gene Hopkins, I think
yep,
I told you that. And
yeah.
man, that's a sweet shooter. I was really impressed with that. So one of these days I guess I got to keep remembering to go to traditionaljunk.com and
Yeah,
see what's out
I sold a bunch of takedown stuff at the Whiskey City shoot, and I've still got some limbs left. I'm low on handles right now. I sold an A and a B handle at the show or at the shoot, and I've sold good night. I've probably sold 6 or 8 handles over the summer, and then probably 10 or 15 sets of limbs over the summer. But they come and go. I mean, I
there.
picked up another set of limbs at the shoot this weekend.
Okay.
So, yeah, limbs come and go. I find a lot of limbs, but I'm always searching for takedown stuff.
Can you find risers that are in decent shape?
What's that now? Say
Can
it
you
again.
find take down risers that are in decent shape?
Oh, yeah, yeah. Are you talking wood or are you talking magnesium?
Wood, yeah.
Okay, yeah, yeah. Are you talking like modern wood or vintage wood?
I'd be open to either one.
Okay.
You
Yeah,
know.
you can find them. The vintage wood ones are going to cost you.
Yeah,
Um, I mean, you're looking at minimal $500 for say like a B Gainesville riser from the 80s.
yeah,
So well, I say that. I mean, you're going to pay $500 for a new riser, a used
yeah,
one
yeah,
for a newer one. So yeah, you're going to be looking at $600 to $700 minimal for a complete bow wood handle.
yeah,
Yeah. Now, if you go magnesium, you can really cut that down quite a bit. So
yeah. Right.
yeah, you can get a whole setup easily for 500 or less.
Mm, okay.
Now, I mean, I'm not too in tune with the modern bear stuff too much. I'm mostly a vintage guy, so
Yeah.
but I know enough to be dangerous about it.
Well, I had Neil on a few weeks ago, and man,
Oh yeah.
I just think the world of Neil, and got off the podcast, and I said to my wife, man, we got to just make a field trip to bear archery. I said,
Yep.
we just got to get some tickets, fly down there, spend a few days. And it was Neil, of course, being just a class guy. He's like, well, if you come down, he says, I'll make it worth your while. And I thought, man,
Yeah, you need
and
to make that happen.
let's face it, he's not a spring chicken. He's
Yeah.
not going to be at bear archery forever. So I'm like, man. I gotta, I don't know. I would really love to go down there. Have you been down there to see it at all?
To Gainesville?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I got a story with that.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'd love to
so
hear that.
I I have not been since I
Okay.
was a kid. So I think it was I'm gonna say 85-ish, 84-ish. We went down, me and the family went down to Disney World. And we stopped. I remember stopping in Gainesville for a hotel room. And the next day, me and the old man, he decided to take me up to bear archery. Well, by the time we got there, it was close to closing time, and we didn't have a lot of time in there. Well, we were the last ones in the museum, and as we were coming out, which I'm sure it was after closing time, Fred's standing at the door to lock up, and he's got his oxygen tank with him and everything, because this is when he was in poor health.
Yeah.
And I don't remember what year it was. It wasn't but maybe a couple years before his death. So shockingly enough, I got to meet Fred Bear. So and I'll never forget that.
Yeah.
I was a teenager. So that's the only time I've been to Gainesville, and I'm happy to say I met Fred. So yeah,
Wow. What
yeah,
are the odds of that? How cool is that?
yep. I think he was that kind of dude, though,
Yeah.
and he just he's locking up for the night, kind of thing. So, and I've heard a lot of different stories about him over the years from people. I knew a
Yeah.
lot of people that knew him on a pretty personal level and stuff. So, yeah, it's cool. But yeah, I'd like to go back down there and visit sometime. I don't know Neil very well. I mean, he did spend some time in T-Cats the last show, and he stopped off at my booth, and we chatted quite a bit. And I've
Yeah.
chatted to him off and on over the years, but
Yeah.
he likes the vintage stuff, obviously. I mean, how can he not?
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a guy with a lot of irons in the fire right there.
Well, that's just it. I'm assuming he's the last one at the factory that even knew Fred. And
Hmm.
um, I don't know, I just was so impressed with the fact that the first time I went to the Kalamazoo show, I mean, I'd wanted to go there for years. And when I finally got rid of the compound and jumped in this trad world, I went to my first Kalamazoo show, and I'll never forget it, Kevin. I'm talking to Neil, met him, his first time, and he probably spent 20 minutes explaining to me how they make a grizzly. And I said that to him. I said it to him on the podcast. I said, just the fact that you took that time
Right.
to, and I said to Neil, I said, I just figured they had a machine that you put a bunch of wood in, and out came a grizzly today, right? But
Right.
like, oh no, this is still done by hand, and
Like
it's just
Willy
like,
Wonka's chocolate factory.
right, right. So I don't know. I need to get down there and just I'd love to get a tour of the place and I don't know. I'm kind of a bear. I really like that old bear stuff, like we
Sure.
talked. And um, yeah, I think it's just cool. And how can you not like Fred Bear's business model? He wanted to make archery affordable, and I mean, how can you not like that?
Right.
And
Right.
so
Yep.
I don't know. One of these
Yep.
days,
Yep. Yep.
get down there and
Yep.
I haven't flown in quite a few years. I thought, oh, how much can it cost to fly to Orlando, right?
Right.
Well, things have changed a little bit.
I bet. I bet they have. Yep. Yep. Yep.
So, all right. Well, let's see. Let me keep you here forever, but um, yeah. So, how could people get a hold of you for bows or accessories and all that jazz?
Well, they can check the website out. It's traditionaljunk.com, and it's just like it sounds, traditionaljunk.com. So, um, probably also around October 1st, I'll be plugging. I'll start promoting the show TCATS,
Oh yeah.
which is the traditional and classic archery trade show. So this will be our fifth show coming up. We've had shows since 2020. So, and
Wow.
it was developed before that. Um, so yeah, the show will be in January at the Expo, Kalamazoo Expo. Um, it's going to run 3 days. So, I mean, there's several vendors at Whiskey City that are vendors at TCATs.
Yeah.
So, yeah, just contact me. They can contact me direct if they want. 502-641-2710. I'm on Facebook. I've got Facebook pages for both the website and TCATs. Um, I'm easy to find, man. I'm all over, I guess. So yeah,
Okay.
if you got I mean, I do appraisals. You know, if you got stuff for sale, if you need help, you know, that's the other thing I specialize in is helping people on dispersing their stuff. So, because I
Yeah.
can't buy everything,
Right.
so so you know, I'm just be square with them about values and what to do with things. I mean, I'm constantly assisting people with collections, and in fact, I'm in the middle of several of those right now. So,
Okay.
um, yeah, I'm easy to find and love to help.
No, that's good. Well, I appreciate our friendship. We've gotten to know each other. And in fact, before I got on, I said, I said to my wife, one of these days I want to hunt with Kevin. So
Yep,
maybe one of these days
I would love that too.
we can make that work out. That would be so much fun. And
Yep.
well, hey, good luck this hunting season, man. And make sure you send me that picture or if you shoot something and
Yeah, you do the same. I hope
I'll
you get out. I hope you figure it all out, and I hope you get out and spend some time on the stand.
yeah, yeah, I think I'll get out. I'm for sure either doing New York or Kentucky. And my wife was sweet enough to say, well, why don't you do both? I'm
Yep.
like, ooh,
Yep.
but yeah, we'll
Right.
see. Just taking
Yeah.
a work is really busy right now and just like we talked earlier, but um no, so I
This
probably
year's
won't see you till
January. Hopefully, you come up to the expo.
yeah, I haven't missed an expo since I got into this. I
Right.
just love, I usually come up for the day because it's not a far drive. Um, so yeah, I felt so bad for you. In fact, I told my wife that too. I said, yeah, last at the Kalamazoo, the T-Cat show, went to visit Kevin, and he's like, oh, here, have a seat. So I sit down. I said to my wife, honey, he had so many people, he didn't have time to, sit and visit, and
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 I apologize for that.
what
I
happens?
I've been on an apology tour for years, man, because it's just tough. And I feel so bad about that, but I have to take care of the customer, you know, as well. And I'm just sorry, you know, I'm publicly apologizing to everybody right now if I, you know, for everything because it's just
No,
tough. And
it
T
it
Cats was hammered last year. I mean, it was busy, man, the whole weekend, which is great. It's what we want.
yeah.
And I suspect it's going to be even busier and bigger this year. It's grown every single year. So, yeah, it's going to be a big time and just come over and hang out with me and I'll get
Yeah.
to you in between guys.
Maybe I'll bring my wife this year. I she's never been to the Kalamazoo show, so maybe I'll
Well, my wife will be there, but my wife works. She helps out. She helps Dave Darling and his wife, and she's pretty busy too. But
yeah.
she'll once it starts slowing down, that you know people coming in the door, then she's got time to socialize a little bit
Yeah.
too.
No,
Yeah.
that'd be good, man. Well, hey, have a good hunting season, brother, and look forward to seeing you come January, Lord willing.
Thank, thank
So,
you, Mark. I appreciate your support and having me on, man. And you call me anytime.
all right, Kevin, I appreciate it. Thanks again
All
for
right,
coming on.
all right, buddy. We'll
All
see
right,
you.
see you
Thank you.
later.
Good night.
Night.